So when I was in my 20s, about 15 plus years ago now, I was driven by ego, doing as many transactions as I could at all costs. And it ended up giving me shortness of breath, migraine headaches, sleepless nights, and ultimately burnout, to where I almost quit real estate. After a trip to Haiti, I learned that it wasn't about transactions and it was about serving others. And that gave me a new why that I anchored my heart in, and it allowed me to come from contribution and give value to the people in my database. And they thanked me in the form of referrals and deeper relationships. Now, I say all that because a lot of people have asked, when we're building a database and referral business, what's the number one way to bring value? And what I wanted to just draw you into was a little bit about my story, and it started with vulnerability. All of the content that we give our database, we talk about three themes: being relevant, local, and personal. But the overarching theme, and the thing that I believe is more important than all of it, is consistency with being vulnerable to our relationships. An example of that is a newsletter that I did a couple years back that got more attention than any other newsletter that I've done before or after that. And it started with the headline, "Here's a little about my fear of public speaking." And then I explained some panic attacks and some things I went through in 2015 that led me to public speak and overcome that fear. It was super vulnerable and I was really uncomfortable about it. But it got more conversations started, and it allowed people to relate to me and what my struggles were more than any other piece of content before that or after that. So the number one thing I can give you, piece of advice, to deepen relationships with your database and build a massive database business is start with vulnerability. Be real with people and authentic. And I promise you the relationships will be deeper than you imagined, and your business will thank you for it too. If you have any questions about this or how to be vulnerable, I would love to talk about it and connect with you soon.